Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Now is the time. The market is hot. Call Paige White with Berkshire Hathaway for all of your real estate needs. You can also search for a home at www.dfwhomebuying.com. That's dfwhomebuying.com.
Friday Night Glory, Parker Turley here with the offensive MVP, Rhett Hanson. 3 touchdowns tonight, 196 yards. Your offensive line played dominant up front. Just talk about the physicality they brought to the table.
Oh, we knew coming into the game that we had to be physical. And Turley, our center, senior center up front, he just leads those guys. Every single day at practice, he's so hard on them, but that shapes them to the players they are today. And how physical they are is just, we've been dominant like that all season. If you watch all of our film, you see how dominant they are up front. I mean, I wouldn't be running good at all if it wasn't for Turley and them up front.
When your defense makes big plays, does the offense feed off that energy?
100%. I mean, Baxter got 2 sacks tonight. I mean, I don't know, maybe more. Tackles for loss. Everybody got sacks. It was crazy. But that momentum, we just carried that over to offense. We know, all right, they're hanging their heads right now. We're going to go pound in the end zone and get 7 on the board.
You talk about Baxter having a big night. It seemed like there were multiple guys on that defensive line up front making big plays. When you guys have 4, 5, 6 guys running to the football, does that make them a much dangerous defense?
Oh, yes, 100%. I mean, we get quarterbacks scrambling, and I know that the corners are coming, safeties. We got the best D-line in the state right now, and they're flying to the ball, and I know that it's scary. Trust me, I've seen it.
Each week, you guys started off 0-2. Each week you got better and better, as your coach said. Just talk about the focus it took to get to this point and how it feels knowing you put all that hard work to achieve your goals.
Yeah, I knew coming off the 0-2 against China Spring and Franklin, who are great teams and they're playing in the state championship as well. We just knew that we weren't going to have our senior year like that. So we started working, staying after practice longer, running more, doing conditioning after every Monday practice and hitting each other just as hard as we would in game, knowing that that's going to build us to the people who we are today.
My last question for you, how does it feel to win the state championship and bring it back to your hometown of Lorena?
It means everything. The whole town was here tonight. Everybody believes in us. It's awesome just seeing that. I know that we'd come back home and everybody's just going to be standing outside on their front doors and front porches, everything, cheering us on. It's just, I love it. It's great for the community. It's going to build everybody up, and I love that.
Well, I appreciate you giving us some time. Congratulations on winning the state championship. Offensive MVP, Parker Turley. Kenny Matthews behind the camera.
Kenny Matthews, Friday Night Glory, man, and boy, Lorena, the impressive win over Brock here today to win 3A State Division I here at Baxter Bankston. And, man, the defense set the tone early. You got up 14-0, kind of allowed you to kind of play with just rear back those ears and get after the quarterback. We talked a little off camera about how you wanted to make sure you were the more physical team. You definitely were that.
Yes, sir. I think it's really important to go out there and just out-physical the other team, because if you don't, you're just going to get pushed around the whole game.
For you guys, I know that, coming in this big atmosphere here, everybody talks about coming here for Jerry World and not getting caught up in the moment. Your coach alluded to that a little bit in the press conference. How were you able to keep your nerves calm?
Coach has been telling us all week. He said, field's 120 yards by 53, and so we just kept that in our minds, and we went out there and played just another game.
You guys caused a lot of havoc in the backfield. You got some turnovers over there. They were not being able to they want to run the football, and they weren't able to consistently do that. I know that was part of the game cam. It seems like everybody excelled in that all the way layers down.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. We just went out there and tried to stop the run. That was our main goal, and then everything else comes second.
Coach Biles, been in Lorena for 30 years, first state championship, 200th career win, all today. We talked a little off camera what he meant to you, but wow, what an achievement that is.
I think it's amazing. He works his butt off day in, day out. He's in there. He's first one in, last one out, and it's just awesome to see him get what he's always wanted. So,
such a classy act. What has he meant to you personally?
He has been a key figure in my entire life. I grew up knowing him. I've grown up in Lorena, and he's just been an influence on me and helped me become who I am today.
I love his humility in the press conference, too. It's not about him. The media's always asking all the questions. He's trying to defer to you guys. My last question would be to you is, what does this mean for the community, for him, for Lorena?
I think everybody in the community has been looking for Coach Biles to get that championship. I mean, we all know him. Everybody, he walks around, everybody's like, hey, Coach. He knows everyone in the town, and I think everyone has been just so excited to see him get this championship.
Man, Baxter, I appreciate talking to you, man. You're a fine young individual, man, and you know what? Better days are ahead, but boy, you know what? It's going to be hard to top this day, though, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
He's a state champion. Here's Lorena with the big win over Brock, Kenny Matthews, Parker Turley, Friday Night Glory, and this man, Baxter Bankston. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.